love. So I wanted to come to you and do a video today, and it was going to be on what's keeping you from finishing the race. So I'm going to come from the Bible. Yes, that's where I got all my answers from. And it's Galatians 5, verse 7. You were running a good race. Who cut in on you and kept you from obeying the truth? What's keeping you from your truth? What's keeping you from your greater? What's keeping you from facing the very thing that God is trying to give you? I've grown to understand, and even in the experience of my own life, that there's things that can sometimes keep us from finishing the race. There's things that can keep us from crossing over. And we have to be careful not to allow the things that we hold on to or the things that we see as normal or as a comfort of familiar to us. Even the things that we see as tradition, like, oh, well, I mean, I'm used to seeing this like this, so I'm gonna just do this way. I'm gonna do it like this as well. God is calling us. Even at birth, he's setting us apart. Even if he's setting us apart to be called by his grace. And if he's setting us apart, that means that he's cutting us from a thing. And so in order for him to be able to set us apart and to use us to his full potential, and for us to grow into our full potential, we have to first release the things that's keeping us. We have to first admit the things and the places that's hindering us. We have to ask ourselves, what's keeping me from reaching my finish line? And it's just like a mother that's delivering a child. Though that baby is attached to that mother, in order for that baby to fully be delivered from that mother, the umbilical cord has to be cut. And if the umbilical cord is not cut, then it means the baby is not delivered. It's just like us. If we're trying to get to a place, but the very thing that's keeping us in a place is not allowing us to be delivered, because it's now become our umbilical cord and we've grown attached to it, and it's become our normal. What's keeping you in the womb? Because that's the only thing that can happen, is if the umbilical cord that's not cut when a baby is delivered, then it means the baby is still attached to the mother. So ask yourself, what's keeping me in the belly of the womb? What's keeping me from seeing the light? What's keeping me from pushing to my greater? Sometimes God places us in a place, of that weakness. Sometimes God places us in a place in that pain. And in the midst of that pain and that weakness, that struggle, whatever it is, he's wanting us to push. And the minute we're able to push, then he's able to cut and release. And then that's when we're able to walk into our gifts and walk into who we are and our truth. So sometimes you have to think those things that places you in a place where you have to push through. It may not feel good. You may not even understand it. You may be at a place to where you just mad at the world about it. But the thing about it, you have to accept it, and you have to thank that thing. Thank you for allowing me to push. Because without that push, I would not have been able to be released. The very thing that cut me from my attachment. I thank you. That could be anything. It can be the past. It can be a habit. It can be a relationship. It can be a family issue. Whatever it is. Once you're able to allow that push to come through, that's when God is able to cut the umbilical cord to deliver you into the gift and the place of purpose that he's wanting you to go to, and that where he's calling you to. And in saying that, I honestly believe that he will place us in that womb, but he's not wanting us to stay there forever. Just like a child, you're only there for 9 months. I didn't say make this your permanent home. This was here to build you. This womb was here to nurture you. I didn't say get stuck here. I said to grow from it. Grow from the things that grew you in the womb. So in saying that, let go of that umbilical cord. Release it. Allow God to cut it so you can walk into your greater. Stop allowing the things of the familiar, the things that look familiar to your eye, the things that you're used to, the things you used to see your family do, your friends do. God is calling you. He is setting you apart from people. And sometimes you won't even fit in because of it. I've experienced that. And you know what? I've grown to accept it, and I love it. Because without that push of separation, I wouldn't be right here. And I thank the men above for placing me where he's placing me. So I hope that was a word of encouragement, guys. Don't allow that thing to keep you from finishing your race. Peace. May God keep you.